Instrux Media is Ottawa's top e-learning company. Since 1997, we've been developing innovative, custom, and accessible learning solutions for our government and private sector clients.
Instrux Media is, I would say, e-learning solution providers. It's more than a bunch of educators, programmers, and QA people and graphic artists. And it's we solve educational problems for distance, for a product that's never been done before as e-learning. We look forward to the challenges of providing solutions for people who have to do distance learning, and that goes everything from emulations to dry policy materials to an accessible LMS, which is a learning management system, NTIA. We have NTIA that provides that solution. So we're pillar to post provider, but we're not just educators. We provide solutions for learning.
Instrux Media has a committed team of talented instructional designers, creative multimedia developers, and successful project managers. We work with you to develop customized and innovative interactive e-learning courses on time and within budget.
When we started the company over 20 years ago, we made a choice, and at that moment the choice was made to be accessible. And when I say accessible, I mean you can take all of Instrux Media's courses with adaptive technologies. It impacts both the written word and the interactions. It's been said and it's been tested that our non-interactive or non-accessible courses are more accessible than other companies' accessible courses.
Well, with NTIA, one of our major requirements coming from our user community, both government and non-government organizations, is around the area of accessibility. It's becoming a significant factor in the learning technologies sector. The beautiful thing about accessibility is that, well, I mean, imagine, you're on a website, you're entering in various links and, surfing the web, but everything you do is based on a visual perspective. If you're blind, well, obviously all the effort that goes into the visual layout and the presentation of information, the use of animations, interactions, and so on, you're missing this.
Well, on the internet in general, there's a lot of inaccessibility, and how important it is that when it's involved ordering something or paying for something, I always get a sighted person, like a neighbor or a family member, to watch that the cursor is actually where I think it is, so that I don't think I'm ordering socks and I end up with a parka. It was important that there was funding for voicing software when I was doing my system design work at Revenue Canada and Treasury Board. And with that, I was able to go from being a CS2 to being a senior systems designer. But without that equipment and without that policy, I wouldn't have had employment.
So what we did was we built our solution, NTIA, around meeting the needs of accessible learners.
We pride ourselves on not only being at the forefront of delivering products. All of our products are iOS compatible. They work on all devices, whether it's a mobile device, a desktop, whether it's Mac iOS, or if it's Windows, or it's Google Chrome. It works. The products work on everything, and I think that's the difference. Not only do they flip from French to English, they also do accessible as well. So we cover it all off.
As passionate educators and leaders in adult education, Instrux Media develops a variety of custom learning solutions. Each one of our products can be used as a single solution or as an entire end-to-end learning package. Here is one of our typical training scenarios and the solutions we provide for our clients.
Meet Alex. Alex has been working for a nonprofit organization for the past 5 years. Each year, the employees are required to review and upgrade their skills to comply with government regulations. Each year, Alex sits in a boardroom for 3 days and listens to PowerPoint slide after PowerPoint slide. She is bored and frustrated. What makes matters worse is that Alex has a learning disability, so she finds it hard to read the content as presented on a screen. Meet Jo. Jo is the director of the nonprofit organization. She dreads the employee training process each year. It is expensive, time-consuming, inconvenient, plus the reporting and tracking is an administrative nightmare. Not to mention that the information never seems to stick longer than a week before her employees go right back to their old habits. Meet Instrux Media. Instrux Media is a team of professionals that will make training engaging, meaningful, and useful for Alex. They will make it easier for Jo too. Instrux Media will analyze the needs of the organization and develop a custom learning solution to meet those needs. In this case, and to save money and resources, Instrux Media suggests a blended approach, part e-learning and part classroom-based training. Let's learn more about each element of this solution. NTIA is our Accessible Learning Management System, or LMS for short. This tool is useful for both Alex and Jo. Not only is it a place to hold, track, and manage online courses, it also provides a setting for learners to share and discuss ideas. Alex can access the learning material at any time and on any device, and she can also engage with her colleagues if they want to explore some of the ideas further.
Well, NTIA is our learning management system. We here at Instrux Media have been working on this now since early 2013. We selected the Moodle LMS platform as the basis because it is open source. There's a hugely active global community. So development of new features, capabilities, bug and security fixes are happening all the time and very rapidly in many cases, so that the product never goes stale. If you run into a user issue, rather than calling up a 1-800 number and, like if you have a problem with Microsoft Windows and calling up Microsoft, you don't have to fish out a credit card, you don't have to have an active account. You are dealing with a totally open community of people who are like you, users of the system, and who will get back to you and give you guidance and support. And so it's a very dynamic environment in that sense.
And what makes it even better is that NTIA can be used with adaptive technology. Alex can use text-to-speech software to help her review the material. She is already feeling more confident and ready to learn. For Jo, NTIA is music to her ears. Her administrative nightmare is over because NTIA will track all her employees' progress and develop reports that can be shared with funders or government officials. She feels secure knowing that her employees are actually participating and completing training modules. To make the learning more meaningful and effective for Alex, Instrux Media has developed a blended learning approach. Alex will learn the basic concepts of her training in an e-learning course. She feels more relaxed knowing she can advance at her own speed and at a time that is convenient for her. She likes being in control of her learning and the mini quizzes throughout the course. They help her check her understanding of the material. If Alex has trouble with a certain section, she can easily review the content and retake the quiz as many times as she likes. More importantly for Alex, she can use her screen reader to make the most of the learning experience. For Jo, these online courses make training more cost-effective and manageable for her organization. Jo also loves the course can be taken in French or English, which makes her whole team happy. Instrux Media courses are SCORM compliant, which means they are programmed to communicate with any SCORM LMS. This makes our courses easy to use and quick to implement. They can even run without an LMS. Now that Alex feels comfortable and confident with the basic concepts of the training, She is ready to participate in an interactive in-class learning session. Alex logs on to Untia to access and review the in-class training materials. She also completes a mini survey to make sure that she is ready for the in-class discussion. She knows that she is truly prepared. The participants begin the classroom portion of the learning, each having gained the same foundational knowledge through the e-learning course. This means the classroom can focus on activities that apply the knowledge they have gained. Alex enjoys the activities and learns a great deal through the interactions with other participants. Untia tracks all of the employee participation, and this makes Joe happy. She can see who's doing well and who needs additional interventions. Alex, Joe, and the rest of the participating team members are now better to learn together by exchanging ideas, brainstorming, and developing new approaches to help their organization. They leave the half-day training session feeling inspired and ready for new challenges. Joe wants to make sure that Alex stays motivated and uses her new knowledge. In response, Instrux Media has developed a number of different learning exercises that are referred to as micro-learning. These quick bursts of learning, each taking less than 5 minutes, allow Alex a quick and easy way to continue the learning process, and thus helping with long-term retention and application of the material. Short videos, podcasts, articles, quizzes, or exercises can all be reviewed on a desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile device. Alex likes to listen to her podcast while driving to work in the morning. Joe can view all of this supplemental activity on her LMS, and she finds this very helpful when it comes time for yearly performance reviews. Alex loves this new training approach and all the new ways she can access the material, but she needs additional support in some areas. Instrux Media suggests a custom job performance app. This is an on-the-job, just-in-time tool that can be used on any device to help Alex quickly find key information and checklists for procedures she performs in her job. Instrux Media developed an accessible end-to-end solution for Alex, Joe, and their entire organization. Alex feels more confident in her work, and Joe feels secure knowing her employees have quick access to reference material, including checklists that ensure that they are complying with regulations.
Learning is always more effective when it's developed with your organization and your learners in mind. That's where we can help you. We are continually developing new and unique solutions to match our learners' needs, thus making learning meaningful, relevant, and cost-effective. If you would like a custom learning solution like Alex and Joe's, contact Instrux Media for your own personal consultation.